Welcome to today's video, and we are once again talking about the Ahsoka series. Last month I did a video on every confirmed animation character that will appear in Ahsoka. Today we are going to do something different. I am talking about 5 characters that I believe could appear in the Ahsoka series. This is based on my speculation and no leaks or spoilers for the show, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to name 5 characters that could appear in the show, so let's start with the first one. Everybody knows him and everybody loves him. CT-7567 aka Captain Rex would be a great addition to the characters of Ahsoka. Obviously Temuera Morrison will play him and it will be great. Ahsoka takes place around 10 years after the Battle of Yavin, which means Rex would be around 80 years old. The relationship between Rex and Ahsoka is something very special. It began in the Clone Wars movie from 2008, and even now in 2022 and 2023 with Tales of the Jedi, this relationship and bondage is being tightened, which is very cool. No matter what the whole story is going to be, if Rex isn't involved in some way, it will be a huge missed opportunity. But I strongly believe that Dave Filoni knows that the fans want to see him in Ahsoka, so fingers crossed that this is indeed happening. The second character is Moff Gideon. Yes, you heard that right. I believe Moff Gideon could appear in a small role in Ahsoka. Mando Season 3 seemingly killed off that character, but they did it in a way where they could bring him back if they want to. Let's just assume he's alive. Chapter 23 of The Mandalorian showed us the Shadow Council, where multiple high-ranking Imperial officers discuss their efforts. I could see them doing another meeting in the Ahsoka series, but this time Thrawn is going to be there. And guess who's also going to be there? Yes, Moff Gideon. This would be an easy way of telling the audience that he's still alive. We know Mando Season 4 will be heavily influenced by the Ahsoka series, so this could be one of those influences Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni were talking about. It really depends if they want to bring him back or not, but if they decide to bring him back, I feel like this is a very cool method of doing that. The next possible character is Gilad Pellaeon. Like I said, I think the Shadow Council will return in Ahsoka. That also means that Captain Pellaeon will appear again. We saw him earlier in chapter 23 of The Mandalorian, and he's Thrawn's right-hand man. The trailer showed us Thrawn's involvement in the show, and that alone speaks for an appearance of Pellaeon. We know that the Mandoverse shows are all connected and characters will pop up in this show, then in this show, and then in this movie, and so on. Fans who have seen The Mandalorian will know this character or recognize this character. Thrawn's return will be big and it will have a big impact on the galaxy, and like Ahsoka said, he's the heir to the Empire. Thrawn needs people he trusts, or at least people he knows well, and Pellaeon is definitely one of them. We know that the whole Mandoverse will take elements from the book Heir to the Empire back into canon, and I believe Pellaeon should be one of them. Character number 4 is Luke Skywalker. I'm 100% sure that Luke Skywalker will return to the Mandoverse, but I'm just not sure when. It's either going to be the Ahsoka show or Dave Filoni's movie where the Mandoverse will conclude. I mean, the return of Thrawn and the Empire is a real threat to the galaxy, the New Republic and Luke's new Jedi Academy. There is no way Luke is going to ignore that. In the book of Boba Fett, Luke asks Ahsoka if he's going to see her again, and Ahsoka replies with the word perhaps. To me, this is definitely a hint at a collaboration between these two. And let's be honest, a scene where Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano are fighting together would be massive. And also the deepfake technology is also getting better and better, so I'm all in for another appearance of Luke Skywalker. The final character for today is Hondo Ohnaka. And I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how he would fit into this story, but I don't care about that, I just want to see Hondo in live action. The Ahsoka show is going to be a wild ride for Clone Wars and Rebels fans, and a lot of elements from these two shows will be in the Ahsoka show. It's going to be very rewarding. Out of these two shows, Hondo Ohnaka is one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars ever, and thanks to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, we know that he's still around during the reign of the First Order, which means that he's also around during the time of the New Republic. In Rebels, Hondo and Ezra have a great relationship with one another. This could be an entry point for a Hondo appearance in the show. Like I said in the beginning, this video is just speculation and it didn't include any leaks or spoilers. This video was really fun to do, so I'm planning on doing a second part in a couple of weeks. So I'm asking you, who do you want to see in the Ahsoka show? Let me know in the comments down below. And that brings me to the end of this video. If you want to support me and my channel, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like on this video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you, always.